okay? Now, if it is the case that it's like that, it could be something that's underlining that's going on there that you might need to go to your gyno, have them check it out, or go on down there to the health department. Have that looked at. But there's not all times that a woman just need to wash that ass. Okay. Now, if it is the case that a woman needs to just basically clean up, then you want to clean up with a clean slate and do yourself a favor and cut that fucking hair off. I understand some women is just not with that. A lot of women is from the old school and they like, you know what? I can't cut my hair off. Fuck that shit. I can't cut it off. Okay, if that's you, then that's fine. Then therefore, if you're very hairy, then you need to be very clean. Because if you are not, let me give you a little, let me just give you this little visual. Because with a lot of hair, and you're having your menses is just the medical term for period, okay? When a woman is very hairy and she's having her menses, okay, then therefore, hair draws a lot of heat and bacteria and things of that nature. And the follicle of a hair is very porous, okay? So then therefore, if you're bleeding and you have a heavy flow, then it's all in the hair, okay? It's all in that hair. And if you don't cut that hair off, irregardless of how much you try to clean it and all that other kind of stuff, you're still going to have a scent to it. So which means you need to cut that hair off. If you don't cut it off but once a month, cut that fucking hair off, okay? Or at least shave it all the way down to the skin. If you can't take it all the way to a bald eagle, cut it all the way down to the skin. You will do yourself justice, I promise you. Okay, a lot of women wasn't taught that. A lot of women are scared of it. A lot of women ain't knowing about it. But you might want to try that. The next thing, women aren't aware on how to really clean their vaginas. And it's and I won't say that it's sad, because how is it sad if you just were never taught? There's a lot of women that were brought up in the system. There was a lot of women that were brought up and their mothers was on some whole other shit, be it drugs, be it alcoholism, be it she was hoeing, whatever the case. And these young ladies were left to raise themselves on their own and find their way on their own. So there was never no woman of wisdom to tell them this is the way in which you need to do this, okay? Now, first of all, a woman should never take soap and enter it inside of the opening of your vagina. Never, ever, 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 ever. Reason being is because your pH balance, you would throw your pH balance off, and then once you throw that pH balance off, you're susceptible for other issues, okay? And you don't want to cause that. So what you want to do, because see, the vagina is actually self-cleansing. Okay, just like when a man come inside of you, and we're basically receptacles to his cum. When he come inside of you, it's going to live in that vagina for up to 72 hours. Okay, so it's just little boys and girls in there just dancing and on merry-go-rounds and swinging and all that shit inside of your vagina. That is why sometimes when you stand up 15 minutes or so after you done, had lations, and now here starts to trickle down. Now you're thinking that all of it is gone, but it's not. It's still little boys and girls still holding on to the sides of the walls of your inside of your vagina. It's still going on in there. The only way that is going to leave is, now a lot of times, a lot of women don't want to dish because a lot of women say dishing will dry you out. Yes, it will. The vagina is self-cleansing, and after a few days, it will completely cleanse itself out. But what you want to do, if you don't want to wait that, just use regular water, no vinegar, because vinegar will actually dry you out. A lot of women don't know that. Yes, it is acidic and all that other stuff, and it has other little things going on with it, but yes, it will dry you out as well. So no, you don't want to use any vinegar or any of those things. Just take your little dish bottle, just regular water, shoot it up in there, and all them boys and girls is just gonna come on up out of there. And then you start yourself off with this clean slate. But you don't want to do that all the time. You just want to do that if you want a nice cleansing and you feeling all that sliminess from your, from relations that you just had, and you want to just cleanse all that out, then just dish with just plain cool water. That's it. No additives to it, just plain water. If that does not solve your issue on your scent, then now we want to go a little bit further and we want to clean the labias. Those are the folds inside of there. Okay? How many folds are in there? You have folds. Okay? The labia majora is the real thick ones where the hair grows. The labia minora is the little thin ones on the inner lips that are very thin. Okay, so what you want to do is like the U shape of inside of the lip, the labia majora, the real thick ones, inside of there, right between the thick and the thin ones, you want to clean all around those walls like a U shape, all over there, all on the side of your legs, all on the sides. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of bacteria and a lot of smell and a lot of must and stuff collects on all that hair. I mean, let's face it. You got hair going all the way back to your anus. A lot of women don't want to admit it, or they don't want to think they do, but you do. So you want to cleanse all of that shit. You want to use a washcloth, not just no soap, not just no body puff, the little puffs, and just put some little, love spell on there and you think you getting it. No, you need a washcloth. You want a full-fledged washcloth with a bar of soap. Now, with women, I would say unto my ladies, use a mild soap. Your Dove, your Caress, things of that nature. Even if your Equate brand, which is a Walmart brand, they also have their knockoff of Dove and Caress and things of that nature. But you want to use your which is called a beauty bar. Use your beauty bar on your washcloth. Suds that washcloth up really, really good. Clean the U part of those lips and the inside. You want to cleanse all on the leg part, all on the sides, all the way to the back. You want to go from front all the way to the back. After you do that, if there's still something going on, then there's something other than the washcloth, the cleansing, the shaving, and all that is not going to cure. That means that you need to go on down there to the doctor and have them put you on an antibiotic, because whatever it is that's going on now is beyond just soap and water, okay? Because soap and water should get you together. Now, even still, after you done hit that with soap and water, let's just face it. Men's legs don't touch together, but women's does. Even though you might have a little gap between it. I got one too, which allow the air to go straight out through. I got that too, but even still, when your vagina close up, when those lips and things close up, still an answer. I don't give a fuck if you just washed your ass 20 minutes ago. After 20 minutes, now you still got some shit going on. It's still not clean as a fucking whistle. Because after you done cleaned it all up, and you done got up, you done walked around, went out to the kitchen, and all that other kind of shit, and all sitting on the couch, and your pussy and everything is closed up, then now you're starting back to harbor more and more bacteria in there. It just constantly goes. So there's no woman can sit up here and say that she doesn't have a female odor, that her shit is not, your shit might not be foul, but every woman has a female odor. Now, I'm just coming off of my menses. Let's see. Now, yesterday I had a breakthrough, whereas I thought that I was completely done, but yesterday just all of a sudden I had a breakthrough. And a breakthrough means is, you just begin to, have not a discharge. What's the word I'm trying to gather? It's medically it's called a breakthrough, but like a discharge of like I still having like spotting, okay, and blood has an odor. It does have a scent to it, okay. It might not be foul and just bad, but it does have a scent to it. And if you add that scent to the fact that you might need a little soap and water, anybody's pussy is gonna be stinking. So I don't think women should come on here and say, oh, I don't have it. No, I don't have. Yes, the fuck you do. All of us do. I'll be the first one to admit it. My shit be on fire some motherfucking time. And the more and more weight you have, the more and more your shit is foul. And let's just face it, I weighed 343 pounds, so I'm not ragging and bagging on big women because hell, I'm still big fat motherfucker. I'm still heavy as a motherfucker. I'm not as big as I was, but I was at that time. I know what that is. I know what that's about. Okay, I know what that smells like. I know what it looks like. So for women to come on here and say, "Oh, not all big women smell, and not all do that," you smell more than what the other ones smell like because for the simple fact now you got more folds. Okay, and the tighter that your legs hold together, the more your shit is all in there, all tight and just rubbing all like that. Your shit is really on fire. I'm not bagging on nobody. I'm just telling you what the fuck I know because I've been there. I've been there. I'm talking out of experience right now. I'm talking out of experience. And so